Hey everyone, welcome back to 20x3 Survival, our cyborg actual play. Before we get into the game and the intro video and everything, real quick, we're going to do some shout outs to our amazing art people. As you can see, we finally have character art up in the overlay by the amazing Kieran. You can follow her at the link in the social. She does all our character art for this channel now, and I love her for it because it's so amazing. As well as my amazing sister Bree, who does our intro video you guys will all be seeing shortly, and our map person James, aka Huddred Muddered, who has made another map for this battle that you guys did not see yet, but I had ready for last time. So there is a battle map for tonight ready, so you guys can kind of get an idea what you're looking at. But before we recap that and introduce all our players, let's cut over to that intro video. Hey everyone, we are back. As you see, we have the battle map ready for very shortly. But before we get into all that, some rules by the table. We do have content warnings for this game. This game is a horror game, so with that, there is stuff that some people might not be comfortable with. So if you are not uncomfortable with any of the content warnings in the chat, then you should probably turn this campaign off, unfortunately. But before we get into the game, let's go around and do our introductions. Everyone go ahead and give your own name, your pronouns, character name, character pronouns, and class. And we will start with Petra.
Hi, hello, my name is Petra Skelton. My pronouns are she, they. I play Lycasta, whose pronouns are also she, they. She is a renegade cyber slasher.
Yeah, Eddie.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eddie. My pronouns are he, they. I am here today as Lex. Their pronouns are they, them. We are a shunned nanomancer.
Oh, yeah. Anastasia.
Hi everyone, I'm Anastasia. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Soma, who's a discharged court killer, and her pronouns are also she, her.
And last but not least, Gus.
Hi, I'm Gus. I'm playing Floyd, he, him, Forsaken Gangu.
Awesome. And of course, I am Paige. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing everyone else, specifically the 10 goons trying to kill all four of you right now. But before we get into the episode, let's do a recap. I'm going to roll d4, and we'll see who's going to do the recap. And that is a 3. So, Anastasia, that is up to you.
I was
No
prepping
pressure.
my notes.
No pressure.
I was prepping my notes.
So go ahead and tell us what happened in episode 1 for the audience.
So, this is like a GM brain coming into it. Last we left off, we met each of our 4 characters in their own homes. Somebody's dog was kidnapped. Somebody was cleaning their weapons. Somebody was doing drugs. We had a little bit of everything. And each of their characters' kind of intros ended with getting a message to meet at the Virus, which is a well-known club in kind of the shadiest, I think, part of the city, kind of right downtown, but very well known. So we all kind of arrived separately, and there was a conversation between myself and Lex upon arrival, where a little bit of alcohol was had. Somebody did well, somebody else did not as well, and then we had like Casta dancing, and we all eventually kind of congregated upstairs near an office where we were then invited, and we met our boss for this mission, we could call it. We met a woman named Emily who had mentioned that her boss had hired us to collect a piece of technology. It was like a data card that would get access to kind of everything within this massive tech corporation that we need to infiltrate. Forget what it was called, but I know that the chip is called the Frame, and we were basically told that we need to get in and get out, and we don't have to be stealthy. We just have to go in with kind of the most firepower and get what we can and just get out. As a reward, I believe we were told that we would have 19,000 credits to our name, as well as all of our secrets would be deleted, which were secretly revealed to each of us at the intro. We were then shown into a kind of warehouse towards the back of the club where we had our standard array of inventory that we could collect. I think each of us kind of collected a few things to help us on our way. And then I think there was some more drugs had as well, and more alcohol shared. And we rested there for the night as there was kind of like a bunk area. Then on the second day, we got up and we left and we went to my beautiful taxi. She is my baby. She is beautiful. And as we were getting in, that is where we last left, as 10 goons were coming out of an alley and kneeling down to decimate us, basically.
Yeah, and what that is, yeah, if you look at the map in the Twitch overlay, so that second yellow line to the right is where they're all lined up on, and you guys are probably in that bottom left corner where that like red, I think that's like a booth. We'll say that's your taxi. So you're all lined on there. So yeah, they all drop to their knees and just open fire with the assault rifles as you guys scatter, and they just kind of these assault rifles are just very janky and break apart, and they all pull out their other weapons. You see 9 of them pull out pistols, but one of the persons in the central pulls out a shotgun. It seems like it's been sawed off at the end. But we're going to roll d6 to see if they go first or you guys go first. That is a 4. So PC's at first, so you 4 are up first. What do you guys want to do? We'll say you guys each roll agility checks. We'll go in order with you 4 that way. So at least you guys have an initiative. I'll write that down on my end.
I rolled a 6 on my agility.
Okay, 6.
I got one total.
1 total, perfect.
I'm going last in our little group.
Get him out
10?
now. Get him out now.
Let's Floyd.
Did I really roll highest with 10?
17.
Nope.
There we
Floyd.
go.
So we got Floyd, Let's, Sama, and Lycasta. Okay, so Floyd, as you are like getting in the back, you think you were one of the people by the taxi, like starting to put your stuff in, and as you hear this gunfire, what do you do?
So what does a taxi look like?
It looks like most cars in the city have some type of hover capacity at this point. This car is like a 1980s taxi. It's in very good shape, but it's very old.
All right. So I'm going to dive straight into the taxi and try and get to the other side of it because I want as much metal between me and all the bullets that are coming this way as possible.
Okay. You just want to jump through the back seat? Yeah, you can do that. You can movement pretty easily.
Most definitely.
Okay, so you open the back door. Or your previous door's already open, but you just jump in the back seat, grab your stuff that you'd already loaded, and kind of roll out the other side behind the door. What do you want to do?
How does range work?
Range attack. If it's a single shot weapon, you roll a
Grenades.
Grenades. I think grenades are. I want to say they're just strength ability. Hold on, let me double check. Grenades. Let's see. I just go with the strengths. Let's see. Wait, right here. Yeah, it just gives me the damage. I'm gonna say it's still just gonna be, we'll say it's still based off of strength for grenades.
Okay.
Because you're just chucking them.
So after curling up in as small a ball as I can behind the tire and the axle,
Oh yeah, roll a strength check. You don't be
19.
That does
18
it.
plus 1.
That definitely does it. What's the damage on your grenades? And does it have like an AoE thing on it at all?
1d6 up to 3d targets.
Up to 3D targets. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll d6 and I'll tell you how many targets you hit. Roll a 6, you hit 3.
Nice. I don't have d6 within reach. No, just roll it again for me and I'll grab one.
Sure. I rolled a 1 this time.
Oh.
So you throw a grenade, but it stops short of the 3 on the right and just kind of clips them as they all fall to the ground with 1 point of damage. So they get shrapnel embedded in their knees. You see like the jumpsuits just get shredded, and you see these knees are like bleeding profusely. The skin looks like almost purple. It's kind of hard to tell from this distance, but it does not look like normal flesh. And they also do not react in pain whatsoever.
Would the purple mean anything in this world that I would understand?
No, I've never seen anything like that before. Even there's like not even a check you can make for that specifically.
Okay.
But yeah, that was your action. You are staying behind the door, I'm assuming.
No, you said they hover or something, so I'm behind the wheel and the axle.
Okay, so
no,
you're like
you said it was
behind.
an old-
Yeah, this is an old one, so you're like behind the axle. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, move over to Let's. Let's, what do you want to do? So the 3 that he damaged would have been the 3 closest to the bottom of the map. So there's like a line of 10 of them going straight down that yellow line.
Got it. I believe what Lex is going to do. So first of all, I believe if I recall correctly, we've already popped our jacket open, revealing rows and rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of knives. They're going to twitch down behind cover as the spray of bullets starts firing. And it's time. It hungers. It's time. And I think we're going to trigger our bent prism.
Ooh, you want to tell the audience what that does?
So with our bent prism, I'm going to make a check, and if all goes according to plan, Lex is about to vanish from sight.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your check.
That is going to be an 18.
Hell yeah. What does this look like as you guys blink and Lex is gone?
So essentially, as Lex is having his little moment, his skin is going to start radiating almost this kind of like sickening green color until his everything just fades into nothing. And then before you know it, he's gone.
Yeah. Anything else? Or are you just gonna go? Are you just moving somewhere for now?
Is that my action, or can I do anything else?
I'll say that's a free action. You didn't really do
Okay, 'cause-
anything like super affecting the
So
environment.
if that's going to be the case, I think Lex is going to move out from behind the car and lock on to the first target they see, and is going to start throwing.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and you aim for one of the weaker ones, or are you just aiming around like in general?
If the weaker ones are the closest target, then yes, we'll go for one of those.
They're all pretty the same distance, so yeah, you can go for them. Go ahead and make
Let's
your
go for
attack.
one of them then. What do I roll for that?
You roll a d20, and as a ranged attack, so it would be a presence roll since it's a single shot technically.
That is going to be a 15 then.
If 15 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And according to this, it does look like I have.
You do get
two
you get 2
knives.
attacks, so you can roll another attack as well.
A 15 as well.
Okay.
Funny enough.
Looks like they do a d4 damage each, so go ahead and roll your damage. It's like
Yeah,
you get the
well.
2 on the right.
Well, we rolled well on the hits, but the damage we rolled double ones.
Double 1, so they take another 1 point of damage. As you throw these knives, and you kind of like come into view for a second out of invisibility, and these knives just bounce. They kind of hit early and bounce up and just embed themselves in those same knees. Like you see their blades buckle out as they're still collapsing on the ground. They were starting to move up and they just immediately fall back down. Still kind of not reacting to the pain more than the impact itself. But yeah, you see these knives deeply in with like this reddish orange blood like dripping onto the knives. And with that, we'll move on to Soma.
Soma's going to run as far forward on the taxi as she can while still sort of maintaining cover, like behind the hood, and duck under it as she's running. She goes, oh, finally, some entertainment. I was starting to get bored. And she pulls out her old school shotgun. She very much, like everything, recalls like old school mob days. It really suits her outfit. And is going to take a shot specifically at the one that looks like he has a heavier gun. I think you said there was one with like a sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah, there's a shotgun. There's a dude with a shotgun in the dead center of these goons.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at him, and with my class, I do have a -1 DR test.
Okay, cool. So DR
Because
11.
this is an auto fire.
Are you auto firing? So that'd be
Yeah.
agility.
Yeah. So 17.
That definitely hits.
And that'll be 9 damage.
9 damage. Holy! How do you kill this leader immediately? What does this look like as you just murk this guy?
Nice.
I need to make a
as-
morale check for all these goons.
As she just takes up position, crouched down, and kind of uses the hood of her car to brace herself with her gun, and just auto fires like a dozen more rounds that are probably necessary. Like I would say probably the third or fourth one is actually what strikes him, but she just keeps going, and it just strikes him right in the forehead, and the force just blasts him back as everyone around him is spattered, as like the rest of the shots that don't actually kill him, just blood spurting out everywhere. And she's like, shit, I was hoping to be closer when he died. And you kind of see her start to get up to keep going forward, but she's gonna stay where she is now.
Yeah, as that happens, and you see that happen, you see the 4 that are to the left of him react. Look at that, stop, drop their guns, and just bolt. As 4 of them failed their morale check. So the 3 that are hurt, especially, and the 2 to the left of them are still up. They're still staying. But yeah, you cleared out half of the combat with that. Lily filled so high on all those morale checks. Okay, Petra, what is Lycasta doing?
If Lycasta were to run straight out of cover towards the closest group, can I reach them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can reach
Cool.
them. It's just an open street, nothing impeding your movement.
So everybody else has taken up cover, everybody's taken their shots. Lycasta just picks up her flail and just runs full tilt towards the closest group of goons, and she's going to attack the closest one.
I'll say if you attack the 2 that are already weakened the most with the knives in their knee, you will get it'll be a DR10 instead of a DR12 because they are still prone at the moment.
Let's do it.
Okay, go for it.
Let's do it. Okay, one moment. Let me get my die. Okay, so that is a hit.
Hell yeah.
And I will roll damage now. That is 6 damage. Oh, wait, sorry. This is my flail. Oh, and I think that shreds armor. Yes. So any armor they have is
These
shredded
goons.
a tier down.
Goons do not have armor. You see the dead boss's body. There is a bulletproof vest under his shirt that didn't do shit. But
Okay.
yeah, you just, what does it look like is this one dude on the very far bottom there is trying to get up as you just run up and shred them into pieces.
So Lycasta, she's just windmilling her arms. It doesn't even look like an attack, and she just rakes it across the back of the guy's head, bouncing it against the cement.
None of the others run as they see that react. And as you smash into them, you see a similar thing, especially being up close now. As your flail rips into their body, you see through the jumpsuit that's ripped to piece, their flesh is straight purple. There's no trace of what a normal skin tone would be. This looks like their skin has been dyed this deep purple, and the blood has this orange tint to it.
Okay.
But with that is all of their turns now. So how many do I have left to play with? I have 4 left here. Okay. I'm gonna make a check for one of these guys real quick here to see how smart they are. Because I didn't make them that smart, but like I feel like they deserve a chance here to do something.
Probably shoot the closest one to them that's heavily drugged up.
That too. I'm just seeing if they realize something here real quick first. I need to see stat lines. I forget which stat is. Knowledge. Okay. Gonna roll D20 for the person closest, and he does pass it. So the one closest to where the boss's body was picks up the shotgun, and that one, as well as the other 3, will all unload on Lycasta, as he is right in the midst, or as they or she is right in the midst.
Let's go.
So I need you to make me 4 defense rolls. All agility. These are 4 agility checks.
Yeah, let's go.
And then just go ahead and remind me what your armor is, by the way. Just in case.
No armor.
No
armor whatsoever.
Love
I'm
it.
basically naked. It's fine. Everything's good.
Love this for you.
The DR is 12. 3 of those get through. 1 of them doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20. You tell me odds or evens. If you call it right, the shotgun misses you.
Okay. Odds.
It was odds. I rolled a 13. So yeah, the dude with the shotgun picks it up and like jerks his arm back. Like you hear a snap. He was not built for that weapon. The 3 pistols, all at point blank range, have no problem just shooting you dead in the chest. So you're gonna take 3d6 of damage here. I rolled a 6. So I think you have either you're at 0 or you're at 1. I don't remember.
I'm sorry, you forgot something.
Yeah.
I'm on pink ooze.
Ooh.
Each of those is D4 additional damage.
Hell.
Oh shit.
Damn. So you take an extra 4. You take 10 points of damage as you drop down.
Just absolutely shredded.
Okay, we're gonna look at something here. There's a roll for this.
Shows up for like 10 minutes, then it's like camo.
Okay, Petra, we'll see you. That's sweet. Don't get your backup character. So you drop. Since you guys haven't had a chance to get money, I will let you roll on the 0 HP instead of doing the negative just for this first time, for this first battle. So go ahead and roll me a D8. As you guys see, Lycast is just riddled with shots and dropped to the ground. What did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
God damn. Okay. This was a chance. We did say this was a chance. So, Petra, you want to describe your final moments for us? I gave you a chance. You don't typically get to roll when you're a negative HP. You still roll dead. You rolled the dead option.
Shows up, gets character art, immediately dies. Let's go. Keep winning.
It's okay. Kieran got a few weeks to create your new character for you.
So Lycasta, dying, she is just as exultant as she was living. She does not look like she is not enjoying the experience. As she falls like a piece of like a marble bust made of flesh. She falls with a beatific smile on her face, even as it's smeared with her own blood.
Yeah, and you guys see this, and as you guys see them fall, the person with the shotgun approaches, looks at the 3 of you, and puts the shotgun under their chin and just blows their head off. And you guys just see skitters all the way across the street, a smiling face mask cracked at your feet, Soma.
I never got to give her my nose.
With that, We're back to you guys. Floyd, what would you like to do? Petra, you are completely fine to hang out and just watch me torture them for the rest of this episode. It's completely fine. You get to be in a live audience now for this episode.
Floyd looks through underneath the car and takes a shot at the dude with the shotgun.
Go for it.
I guess. Smart gun is a D6 automatic.
Mm-hmm.
2.
You rolled a
What does that
2.
mean?
Did you roll
That's
the
the
D20?
damage.
That's the damage. Yeah, you got to
I'm
roll a
sorry.
D20 plus your presence.
Presence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 13.
That hits. So you did 2 damage?
2 damage. Yep.
We'll say that hits. You said to do with the shotgun, so he hasn't took damage yet. So he takes 2 damage as you shoot him across the chest.
I mean, yeah, he just blew Petra's head off.
That they did. Okay. That dude did take half damage. Let me roll to see if anyone else runs. Okay, as you shoot that dude across the chest, you see 2 of the other people run away. The one that hasn't been hit yet at all, and one of the guys who was clipped by you with the first grenade. So you have the dude with the shotgun and one
Wait,
other
does
person
16
left.
hit?
16 hits.
Yeah, mine's an automatic. I'm pretty sure I get to use agility for it. That was why I took it.
Okay. Either way, it still hits, regardless.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, you hit one, and that freaks out 2 more of the people. They fill their morale checks in bold. But yeah, there's 2 people left, and we will move down to Let's.
Shotgun person is still up.
Yep, shotgun person and one of the guys that was hit by your throwing knife earlier.
I mean, shotgun person volume 2 or version 2.
Yeah, version 2.
I believe 2 more throwing knives are going to appear out of seemingly nowhere, heading for shotgun person's eyeballs.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Well, that's going to be a 23 for one of them, and then a 4 for the other.
You said it was the first one again? Sorry.
Both of them were getting thrown at the same person, but...
Yeah, what was the first attack roll? I missed the first attack roll.
Oh, the first one was a... Oh, I'm sorry, I can't math. It was a 22 for the first one, and then a 4 for the second
Yeah,
one.
so the first one hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That'll be a 2.
What's it look like as you take out that guy? As your knife hits home and takes him out, as the shotgun once again clatters to the ground, what does it look like as you kill this guy?
Once again, as before, there's almost kind of this flicker as these knives appear out of seemingly nowhere, and Lex kind of almost blinks into existence for a brief moment before vanishing again. The one knife fumbles, but the other one lodges right through the eye hole and basically just neck snaps back and they fall to the ground.
There is one person left as we move to Soma at the bottom of the initiative now.
Soma's gonna run up to them with her monosword now, kind of slinging the gun she has behind and drawing it, and coming up with an attack.
Perfect. Go for it.
Oh, that was sucky. That was an 8.
What was that?
8.
Oh, that misses. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay, this last person's left. He's going to take some shots. Maybe I'll take one more of you out here, actually. Cool. Let's see. Did the most damage there. You know what, Soma, go ahead and make me a defense roll.
Okay.
As this last person's going to take 2 pistols and take 2 shots at you, so go ahead and make 2 defense rolls.
Okay.
DR 12.
11 on the first one.
Okay, first one's going to get through.
And 12 on the second one.
Second one will not. So the first one gets through. What is your armor rate in? Like, what's your DR?
-D4.
Minus D4. Cool.
Yeah. It doesn't tell me the DR, it just says minus D4 damage.
They go ahead and roll that D4.
Okay. I forgot to grab a D4.
They did it sadly for, so you have potential to take all of it away, or at least just a couple of it. So this person is just like walking very robotically forward and starts shooting, and you roll 4. Yeah, just pings.
I rolled
It doesn't
4.
even ping off your armor; it just hits the taxi and pings, breaks one of your windows.
Don't hurt my baby!
So we move back to Floyd as this guy is just walking methodically down the street towards you, just firing these 2 pistols.
I mean, Floyd just sees his shoes and keeps shooting from under the taxi. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Well, that's not going to hit. That's what, 7?
Nope, that misses. Yeah, it's just you see shots coming from under the taxi, the other 2 of you, as they're just skidded across the pavement.
Floyd starts to take the shot, and that window breaks, and he's like,
Let's.
Well, I believe we are still just moving in that direction, and the why break a
Yeah.
a system that seems to be working. Let's keep this going.
Yeah,
Throw
those
some more
take those
knives.
2 knife attacks.
The first one is gonna be a 10. The second one is a 19.
Okay, the second one hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
A 1.
1, he is still up. It's 1 HP left. This last guy is holding
this
on.
last guy hit before, right? So they've got like
This
at
is
least a couple
he's
of
he's
knives
been
to
hit
cut
by
off
3
right now.
attacks. Each attack's done 1 damage. He only has 4 HP. No armor. He is a take. He's just taking it. Selma, finish this dude off, please.
Absolutely, she's gonna go back to the gun because that seemed to have more of an effect last time. On a 17 again.
Hell yeah. So what's it look like as you blow this guy's head off? You don't need to roll. You don't even need to roll damage.
If he had anything more than 1,
It doesn't even matter. Yeah, he has 1 HP. This dude's taking 1 HP on every
I'm
damage.
glad we're both struggling here.
So as he's getting closer and closer, I think at this point he's practically point blank to my shotgun, and I'm just desperate. And she does the like Scarface, say hello to my little friend, and like as it comes up, just like a rain of bullets just like go up his body, practically like if it was a sword splitting him in half. But the
I was
the
already gonna
holes are
say
too
that. Yeah,
irregular.
you shoot him so rapidly that it literally does split him in half as his body parts fall down. And you guys, as it kind of settles down here and you look around, so you get a better look at this body. There's no internal organs coming out as it splits apart. There's like this orange-ish red goop that just fills the body. It just splatters out in the dead center.
Can I taste it?
You want to taste it?
Yeah, as it like splatters, and I imagine some got on my gun. I think Sova's gonna want to try and just lick
Yeah.
it off.
Go ahead and roll me a toughness roll, please.
Amazing. 10.
Okay, I'm gonna send you something. Yeah, you guys don't see Soma react as they taste it. Soma, it tastes delicious.
Oh, it's just like orange juice. You guys want to try? And she holds out her gun to the rest of you that are like cowering wherever. I don't know actually if I even see Lex, to be honest, at this point.
At this point, this actually was just about the time that Lex would pop back into view.
Do you want to taste?
From under the taxi, you hear, no.
It's so warm and nice. It's like home.
Lex is gonna take a single finger and basically just kind of rub it slowly along the shaft of the weapon, and then bring it to their lips and take a taste of it.
Hold on, just goddamn.
Not saying a word and just maintaining eye contact the entire time.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a toughness roll.
14.
Yeah, it tastes really good. It tastes like literally tastes like it's like ambrosia. It tastes like whatever your favorite thing is. That's what this tastes like.
Reminds me of the ammonium chloride candy I used to have when I was younger.
Floyd has stood up at this point and is just staring blank-faced at the two of you.
Yeah, but you guys have, I think, 5 people anyway, so you have like 5 bodies. Plus, I guess 6, technically, because, Lidecaster's body is also there.
Should
So, Lidecaster, feel free to drop your inventory in the chat
Ooh,
for everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna. No. Yeah,
I just did.
I was gonna
already
say, what
doing
does a
it.
drone suit look like,
Yes.
and would I know what it looks like?
You guys can totally just loot them.
Oh, we are definitely collecting all the drugs on their person.
Yeah, so they just dropped in. They got a pack of cigarettes, a bio ID scanner, a drone suit, a
definitely the
shotgun with
cigarettes,
3 clips, the flail, and then just a bunch of drugs.
What's a bio
Listen.
ID scanner?
It's just like an ID code type thing. It lets you. If you take that, it will let you identify as Lycaster if you try to log in anywhere or use it in like a public place where you need to be ID'd.
If there are no objections, I'm gonna swipe that in the drone suit.
Go for it.
And Soma will swipe the flail.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Love to see it.
We're focused on grabbing all the drugs. We debate the shotgun.
Oh, I swiped the shotgun too. I forgot about the shotgun. If nobody else takes it, but like I might take it and
There's
hold it out 'cause I
also
already have
there's
one.
also another shotgun laying nearby, as well as 4 9mm pistols. As you check the bodies, you see the same purple skin, but they're like completely naked under these jumpsuits with nothing on their bodies besides the weapons.
Is there any identifying marks on their armor?
Give me a knowledge check. Any of you who wants to investigate, give me a knowledge check.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay. At first you don't really find anything, but as you get to the guys whose head you blew off immediately, the leader of the group here, you start digging under and you find that bulletproof vest, and as you start to strip that off of them, you find a little pocket on the inside. And on that pocket, it just says a time, a place. It has the 4 of yours descriptions of who to target. And then it just says signed off with the corporate symbol for Sozin, which is the competitor of Wallsoft. It's one of the biggest conglomerates in the city. And it is actually where you guys are supposed to be headed as well.
I show it to the other two. It seems we have been betrayed.
Well, they know we're coming.
Do you think those who hired us did this? They're the only ones that would know that. I mean, no offense, I would never be seen with you two outside of this. They're the only ones that knew.
Would they hire us just for the purpose of killing us?
Yeah, what would be the point in blackmailing us?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I'm not smart enough to put it together. Should we head just to Sozo? Like, what do we do with like Cat? Do we just leave her here?
Lex is going to. So wait a minute. When Lycas' head was blown off, where did the mask wind up?
The face mask is over by the tatsy. The helmet is still with the horns is still off to the side.
Got it.
Surprisingly, the shot didn't go through the helmet. Like, it blew their head off, but like as you lift the helmet up, it's very gross soup that just pours out of the helmet of what Lycaster's head used to be.
I think I think Lex is going to walk over to the taxi and pick up the gold mask.
Okay, perfect.
And is going to just is it like damaged right now? Like what's
No, it's like there's like one crack down the middle, and the there's almost like the smile keeps like flickering a little bit, but it seems like it'd be attached.
I think Lex is just going to hold it up to their face and just put it on and look up to the others and slowly make their way slinking back.
Well, you're in a part of town where this isn't exactly going to draw cops' attention, right?
No, there's no cops in this part of town at all.
Okay. Just out of pure instinct, then, Floyd has begun pouring acid on some of the bodies.
Yeah, go for it. Any of you also give me a presence roll as you guys are kind of cleaning up the scene here.
14.
14? Cool.
9.
Okay. 4. Okay, only Lex feels this. Lex, you feel like a discharge, like electric discharge, go like in the air, like almost like, you know how like it's like the feeling like after a thunderstorm, like that static kind of that you can get sometimes in the air. You feel that, and as you look behind you, Lycaster's body digitalizes and is pulled into the ground. And as you like you look at it confused and you go over to where the body was, you see in like this cybernetic flashing graffiti where their body was says Dionysus lives. And it smells weirdly of like very old wine.
I kind of want to try something. I'm not sure if this is even going to do anything, but I kind of want to see if I trigger my pineal gland stimulation, if that'll give me anything on this, and if I can maybe trace where it's going or anything.
That's like your insight thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll. Tell me if you succeed.
It's a 19 on the die and plus presence, so that'd be 22.
All you can get off the initial feeling of that is you feel something very old. Like it feels old and powerful, and you feel it like look at you for a second. And you are terrified. Like literally beyond terrified of whatever this is. You'd have the option to push deeper or pull back that moment.
I think what's happening right now is everyone else, if they're looking at Lex right now, sees them basically like crouched down towards the ground, but like eyes up, head up, eyes rolled back, forehead eye wide open, and
Yeah,
just
and if you look at Let's, all 3 of their eyes are bleeding this purple liquid.
and they definitely are just like they look absolutely terrified, but I think they are curious enough to keep digging.
Okay, make me a toughness roll.
Thank you, Die. You are being kind to me right now. That's gonna be a 15.
You feel something alien reach out and grab your mind. And for the first time in a long time, you almost feel sane again. As this thing like enters through your neural network, it starts to connect with all of your biological and cybernetic features in your body. You hear a deep voice. You were with our chosen. You let her die. Tell me why I shouldn't kill you too. And you feel like something has a hand around your brain. Like literally, something has your mind in its grip right now.
Only the physical body dies. The spirit lives on. The energy manifests where it will. Choose your vessel. They will return.
Hey Petra, can you make me a presence roll?
Sure can. So that's going to be Sorry, 1 second. Have to get to my dice roller.
No, you're good.
That's 16.
What does Lycaster say one last time to Let's in this moment? And what is Lycaster's judgment? Do you tell Dionysus to let Let's go?
Just be really vindictive. No, Lex needs to die too.
I mean, valid.
No. So, can I just give words to this, or can I give physicality? Because this is a digital space.
This is your scene. You're the GM right here. You tell me what happens.
So, Lex feels a hand that like slides along their neck, as though it's easing the space between your mind and Dionysus for a second, and it slides down your spine until it rests in the small of your back, and then, as if placing into your hand, you feel the weight of familiar drugs, and Lycasta's voice passes by your ear, or perhaps inside of it, and you just hear, "We are a party. We're not one person. Party."
Lycaster, what was your highest stat? You're muted, by the way. You guys are out of comments. Let me switch back to the art page. Actually, there's your stats right there. Oh, they were there for a second. They switched off right away. What was your highest stat?
Sorry. I was modifying that sheet. Give me one moment.
Hey, you're good.
Oh no.
I'll just wait till the slideshows just respin around. You're good. I mean, I told Petra, I might as well just start making their new character while they're sitting here.
Her highest stat was strength, and it was 14.
Okay. Let's go ahead and raise your strength skill by 1, like your modifier. As you feel Lycaster's presence embrace you one last time, and as you snap out of this, you actually do have druds in your hand as well. You can roll in the drud table and have a free drug that's in your hand. And with that, I think we will go to our break. So, I did kill someone in the second episode, guys, in the first combat, but here we are. And it was not one of the squishy people. It was one of our combat-oriented characters.
She still lives on within us.
She does. Dionysus is everywhere. But we'll see you guys in about 10-15 minutes. Hey everyone, and welcome back to 20x3 Survival. One less player. Petra is here in spirit now, and just an audience member like the rest of you. As before the break, if you were not here, Lycasta has died in our first combat and has been pulled into wherever by Dionysus. But yeah, as we snap back to it, you guys see Lex kind of stumble near you, like this purple liquid stain down their face already dried. You all get messages on your RCD units as you see a video pop up of Emily. How can someone tell me how, within not even 30 minutes of leaving my club, one of you has already died?
30 minutes. Try like 30 seconds. We didn't make it to the car. Obviously, you have a leak.
You died to what exactly? Who attacked you?
They were like people, but not people. They were purple. Their insides were orange, and I licked the blood, and something talked to me.
You licked the blood of a creature and someone talked to you.
Yeah.
It was kind of gross.
Okay, good to know.
It was delicious, actually. I don't. You keep saying it's gross. You haven't even tried it. Just saying.
Okay, good
Bled
to know.
well, but it was not blood.
I will see what I can do about sending you another asset to join your group. For now, maybe the three of you regroup somewhere, plan out a little bit more thoroughly away from here. If we have a leak, you should probably plan away from the club.
That's a good idea. You're a smart lady.
Just keep me informed if anything else comes up. I'll be watching you as much as I can.
Okay. Do you have somewhere safe that we can go, or should we like? Is it our own
It's
safe
probably
place?
better if I don't know where you're at.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Send me updates. I will tag your location to my personal device. So once we get your new asset, I'll send them your way. And you all hear a beep go off. And you see in the corner locations shared, and you see like a username with Emily's like username in it. I can track you now. I'll know where you guys are at, but it's my personal device, so no one else can get into it.
Okay. And we can just call you when we have updates on this number.
Yeah, if you have any updates, you can call me. Otherwise, I will ping you guys when the new assets head in your way.
Oh, I should let you know. They had all our names and descriptions and where we were gonna be and when. So like the leak is pretty serious.
Noted. Thank you. I'll talk to you shortly. And the image just goes out.
Soma, if sorry, Floyd is still under the car, Soma will reach and like.
Floyd's been walking around dumping acid on these bodies.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So then she will still grab you by the collar as you're dumping acid and be like, "Get in!" and like try to shove you into the taxi and like herd Lex.
1 minute, and Floyd like tries to slip out of your grip if you let him, I guess, because you're probably a lot stronger than he is.
I don't think she
Uh,
would force you. Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna dart back into the club quick and refill his acid jugs and go back out.
Yeah, it's Soma is a very tall, buff lady, and you two are both very scrawny, malnourished men.
Yep.
Get in. We gotta go.
Yeah. Lex at this time basically collects himself, stands up, almost looks as if nothing just happened, except for the fact that they're, covered in this mess of purple goo. Lights up a cigarette and gets into the car.
Perfect.
Lex, you have something there.
It smells so strongly of like Welch's grape juice. That's literally what it smells like. Those like sweetest,
I'm
like the
glad
most
that-
sugar-heavy version of it you could think of.
I'm so glad that the blood that everyone in this world is bleeding is all various forms of our childhood beverages.
Hang and grape juice. Yeah.
I love specifically Eddie for the callback that of anyone who interacted with Dionysus, it was you.
I'll take it.
In my first ever AP that I ran live, Eddie played a City of Mist character whose legend was Dionysus, so this is perfect.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
We've come full circle.
We have. But yeah, you guys are in the taxi.
I think Soma will drive around semi-erratically at this point, a little bit panicked that people have our location. And we didn't really talk about this, Paige, so you can let me know
Mhm.
how you feel about it. But I think Soma would have kind of a number of different places that aren't necessarily hers, but, for 2 nights she'll go stay
Yeah,
at place
I'm
A,
fine with
place
you
B,
having like safe house type setups. Makes sense for the Corp Killer playbook.
Yeah. And okay, sweet. So she'll like kind of drive around and you guys notice that she's sort of going in circles but irregular and going farther and farther out from the virus.
Roll
Hopefully.
me a presence roll as you do that.
Oh no. 4. 4.
Noted.
I have
Cool.
-3.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's make a note here.
yeah. Trying to lose people, probably not succeeding with that roll. And is just silently staring out the front of the window, not really making any conversation as she's focusing on getting as far away in as confusing a manner as possible.
You guys cut through traffic. Come into the safe house that is literally like you go all the way through town, but you come back on the other side of the impact point, pretty much, buried down in like the one of like the most run down living areas in the whole city. Um, People fully out shooting each other in the streets, drug deals on every corner. Literally no shame to hide anything. As long as you just stay around your own business, you should be good. And obviously, Soma is a very intimidating presence to begin with, so this is how you're able to get a safe house down in this location. So, but yeah, you park your taxi, very heavily chain the door so it can stay in the garage and not get jacked while you're in here. And you head up to the apartment. What does the apartment look like? It's definitely like a studio type setup, but go ahead and describe it too as the three enter in.
I think you wouldn't even know that it's an apartment or a place of living. There's a single desk in the middle of the kind of entry room, with like the single light hanging, sort of swaying from side to side, as there's probably like in this building hundreds of people walking around in different areas, and it's not very structurally sound. And there's like a mattress kind of on the far side, and in what would be the kitchen, there's really nothing more than a coffee maker with like a really dirty coffee pot and like a old mini fridge, like a Coca-Cola style mini fridge that looks like an old can of Coke that probably has like some moldy sandwiches, and there's like rats scurrying around. And as she opens the door and shows you, and listen, don't get too comfortable. We're not going to be here long, but let's rest up. I'm gonna clean my baby, take care of her. I think we just really need to lay low for a bit.
Lex is going to basically walk in, look around, basically just eye every detail of the apartment, and then make their way slowly over towards the sink in the kitchen. And they're going to unbutton their jacket, remove it, and then start just making themselves at home in the kitchen, starting to wash bits and grime off of their coat and just very painstakingly, almost meticulously cleaning it.
Yeah, I will say that as you go to clean it up, this water is like very metallic-y rust in this water. It's like almost brown liquid that comes out of the sink. Does its job. I mean, you're not drinking out of it, so
I would say
And
if I could add to that, there would be like the plastic, like ping ping of a few drops underneath falling into a bucket with the plumbing kind of
mhm.
falling apart.
There's obvious water damage all over this whole apartment and very loud. You hear people running out in the hallways, you hear people above you walking around. You distinctively hear someone having sex on the top floor, it sounds like. It's like very hard to think in this environment. It's like just constant noise.
as they finish, is there anything in this apartment that could be used as a writing implement?
Yeah, I'm saying there's some like broken pencils you can like snap off and sharpen on one of on the desk nearby.
Once Lex is satisfied with the status of the coat, they're going to find the nearest writing implement and sharpen it. And then on one of the tallies on their coat, they're going to mark a new tally.
Ooh, a whole a Saeed thing from Gotham. I love that. Cool, 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 cool. Good to know.
Do we know if we're sleeping here or just stopping here?
I mean, it is early
Yes.
morning still. It's like probably like 10 a.m.
Okay.
right now. You
The
guys had
fridge is gonna
just
pop
left the
down.
club for the morning.
I mean, I think that we should like regroup, maybe take like an 8-minute soldier cat nap with like your feet up. But we, I think, have to get on the move pretty quick.
Don't we have to wait for our fourth, though?
Oh, I don't know how long they're gonna be. I mean, Emily has our location. I'm sure that they can just join up wherever we are. Do any of you know anything about this company, about where we have to be?
Well,
Should we just go in
all of you
and
can make knowledge rolls about Sozen. They're a pretty big corp.
9?
And
I didn't hear you, Eddie. I think you're muted. At least maybe on your mic, not on the Zoom.
6.
They're a big company that sells a lot of tech stuff. That's all you guys know off the top of your head. Them and Wallsoft are pretty much have a monopoly on most of the market in the town of like where you can just go and go and get anything you can think of. But they both specialize heavy in tech.
And remind me, did Emily give us the location of where we were to go?
You know
Like
where
physically on a map?
you know where it is.
Okay,
It's like
okay, okay, okay.
it's in Corp District on the northern part of town. It's one of the two giant skyscrapers, and it's the one that says Sozon across the top of it, so it's pretty hard to miss. All you guys have know that you need to penetrate the building and find their R&D lab. Wherever that is probably where the frame is at.
Do we? I don't recall from last time, but do we have any sort of idea, like how secure this place is?
They send you schematics of like what it looks like inside. They didn't really give you a security horses, but it is one of the two biggest companies in the city, so you can expect it to be pretty armed. I mean, even Soma can tell you they used to work for a corporation. They can pretty much tell you what kind of military tactics they enforce on their like headquarters typically.
Yeah, we're gonna get fucked up, probably.
Are either of you any good at infiltration?
Define infiltration. Like I can get
Anything that
in.
involves showing up earlier than an hour after the crime's already happened.
Getting inside, not being seen.
No, no, I'm usually very seen, but the people who see me die.
Infiltration is something that we accomplish rather well.
Good, you're in charge.
Do we have a plan?
Edwin, I think it's just we go, we shoot the people, we get the thing, and we come out.
My plan is to ask you how we get in the building.
Do we so you said we were given schematics, right?
Schematics wise, off the top, it's an 18-floor building. There's a large helipad on the top. They have like this large garden courtyard in front of the building leading into it, and there's a huge lobby. And then the floors are just distributed between R&D, like the corporate level, um, like schematics, all that kind of stuff. The R&D lab that you guys are looking for is on floor 13.
Do we all know all this or just Lex?
This is from what's the schematics that you guys have from Emily. As you guys are like, I'm assuming laying them out on the desk there, you can kind of get a layout of where everything is. Like the first like 8 floors are for like the actual running of the company, and then like the private stuff from like corporate, like the corporate floors, like the R&D, manufacturing, all that kind of stuff are on the upper levels.
Uh, you said there was a helipad.
There is a helipad.
I can fly now. I mean, like Aster could fly. Now I can fly. I took their suit. So, I mean, if we want to go in from the top, yeah. I don't
What
know.
is the airspeed? What is the are you how laden do you want to go
Slow. It specifically says slow.
Can you carry us with you, or like, do you just go up top and then we go from bottom?
I was adding information into Lex's understanding, and I don't know.
Is there on the schematics what you would consider like an HVAC system map, or is it just floor plan?
It's just a floor plan.
Okay. I mean, theoretically, we could go up to the top. I don't know how we would get up there. Can we? I mean, can I trade my taxi for a helicopter? Do you think? Is that? I think that's like, equal.
No.
But she's my baby. I can't believe that. I can get her to be equal, But guess what do I know?
Oh my god.
with the information we have thus far, we don't have enough to know where the safest entry point would be. If we can get closer, perhaps we may be able to ascertain some more information.
Like, you mean go do some spying?
We have capabilities that can suss out the flows of data within a structure. If we are within close enough proximity, perhaps we may be able to suss out additional facts.
I mean, that's a lot of words I don't understand, but I'm gonna assume that means good things happen. I'm
So creepy.
beautiful.
The flows, the paths are laid out for us, and perhaps then we will see what direction it takes us.
Shall we follow a path?
Go with the flow. I like that. Okay, so we go and we do some spying, some reconnaissance on the building, see if we can pick up the direction of the flow, and maybe that'll give us more information. And then we go guns a blazing.
Do we know if this building is one that would be regularly frequented by like visitors, like people who don't normally work there? Like if they did like tours or anything like that?
Was that you have to repeat the question? I was responding to something.
Oh, if this building is regularly visited by outsiders, like if they do like any sort of tours or anything like that.
Not typically. You can set up an appointment. It's like their corporate headquarters. Like, yeah, you can go into like stores and stuff in real life, but if you go to like Walmart's headquarters in real life, you're gonna have to like set up an appointment. You can just like walk in. So like you could try to set up an appointment, but that would also be a very visible thing.
I mean, they didn't tell us specifically. They actually specifically told us that stealth is not really an issue. But who would we even set up an appointment with? Like, we don't know anybody there. Unless you do. I mean, there's a lot of yous in there. Maybe one of them knows.
Can all of you give me a presence roll real quick?
All of us?
Yeah, all of you.
Yep. 14.
That's gonna be a nat 1 coming out to a 4.
10.
Okay, well that's an employee not really paying attention, but Soma, you're on alert right now. This is one of your safe houses. You hear the front door beep open.
Immediately, I turn with one of the 9mm I picked up and point my gun towards the door.
Hey Petra, you want to describe your new character?
Welcome back.
Muted. Yeah, I sure do. This is not going to make you want to shoot them any less. So, stepping inside is what looks like maybe just older than a teenager. Um, this weedy, reedy kid dressed in like old school, what looks like salvaged riot gear from like riot cops, and their hair isn't hair, it's like a projection of rainbow. It's just light that just forms this color. And they kind of just like step in. They've got their, phone RCD connected to their head like all of us do. But they've also got a big cyber deck. And they kind of step in oblivious to what's going on until they see all of you and go, "Oh, fuck!"
Yeah, hello! Don't just walk in here, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Don't fucking just talk to me like that shit. Don't fucking throw that shit at me.
Just shoot
Don't
him.
fucking come in my house!
Just shoot him.
I didn't know this is your fucking house. I was told to come to this fucking location with my fucking shit and show up here and do a fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
Who sent you?
Kind of like peering past Soma for a second. Oh, there's three of you. Okay, yeah, I think we're supposed to work together. I think we're supposed to do a thing, do a job, a place, somewhere.
Hold on. I just...
Yeah.
And then I try to call Emily.
You go to your RC and you see you have a message.
I open it.
You see like got your asset, they're on their way. Kid with a rainbow hairstyle, and they send you a picture exactly of Petra's new character, what they look like.
Immediately, gun will come down.
You all have that in your inbox, all three of you.
Floyd
Okay.
steps out from behind Soma.
Yo! Fuck! Shit, you just like shrink in there. You're fucking huge! Pointing up at Soma. Holy shit, you're fucking huge!
Thank you. Yes.
God.
You're colorful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
This one will be a lovely addition.
Holy fuck, you keep multiplying. I keep forgetting there's three of you. How the fuck are you?
Lex is just over in the corner, just like uncomfortably close to you.
I loved
Fantastic.
Lycaster. I already love this new character so much more. It's so good.
Okay, so can I guess names? I got dossiers, I got the... I didn't look at the pictures. I didn't have fucking time for that. So, can I guess names?
Eh? Sure.
Okay, so you look like a Lex to me, pointing at Lex. You... I don't know. You kind of look like a Gus?
Yes.
And you look like... So, I'm fucking with you. Of course I looked at all your shit. I looked everything up the moment I know about that you were fucking showed up. Their eyes are, like, rapidly blinking.
Okay,
How many drugs are you on?
No drugs. I don't do drugs. Yeah. I am, sorry. I'm on, like, 5 different extranet sites, like, right now. By the way, you need to scrub your fucking search history. Holy shit. Pointing at Soma. The shit you look up is nightmarish.
Listen, you don't even know what is in my head. If you want to get in my head, it's even better. I promise. Like one day we'll share.
Okay, it's a little early to start flirting with me, but hey, it's a good start. Let's stick with that. What's the job?
What is your name first? I feel like you know our name.
Oh, sorry. The Luddite. Just Luddite, fine. Lud's also good, and ite I accept, but like, not my favorite thing. So Luddite works.
Ite, the Luddite.
Want to go ahead and update your Zoom name there for me, Petra?
Lud.
Yes, the job. Well, we have to go to Sozen, and we have to get a chip called the frame, and we have to go to the R&D floor. It's on the 13th floor. Did she send you the schematic? I imagine you have the schematic.
Oh yeah.
Okay, amazing. One buddy here can fly. That's as far as we got. So I don't know if you have anything to add to
Our previous party member, who lasted all of 30 seconds, dropped a flying suit when they died. So now I have that.
You already fucking lost the person? What the fuck? What, did
Literally
they
right outside the club.
Did they run straight at someone with a fucking gun? What the fuck?
We walked out of the club and dead people shot at us.
Okay, this is fucking stupid. Yeah, no, why don't we just pick a door? I can get us into any door.
Okay, like the front door.
That is the best idea I've heard so far,
Why the
because her idea was shoot everything and his idea was feel the flow.
I mean, you
I
can
don't know
do
what that
both
means.
things. You can do both. You can do all of them. It just like maybe we don't pick the front door. Maybe we pick a side door. We pick a side door. I open it. I crack it. We get in there. We burn the whole place to the fucking ground, and then whatever the job is, I don't.
You just rode that right off the cliff.
What?
You just rode that right off the cliff.
How?
Burn
We
the
do
place
have a
down.
package to obtain before we burn the building down.
Okay, burning after though. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Cool.
And during, where we might have to do a little burning during. You know.
As we've learned in our previous encounter, however, we are very susceptible to bullets. So perhaps we should not go guns a-blazing on the offset.
You mean we have to sneak?
I mean, it's pretty easy. You just make it
I-
so the computers don't see you or the cameras don't see you, right?
I like that. I like that. Yeah. If you can do that, because I am.
That would be great.
As you said, I'm a big lady. I don't sneak good.
You sure are. It's like they have a moment just
God.
staring for a second and then like pull themselves back. Okay, so does anybody here have cybertech? I just need to know before I put you in the blast zone.
Selma holds up her gun. This is my cyber tech. And
Okay.
this one.
Okay, so they're external, so we're good. Cool.
Luddite
didn't
can
wanna-
look at the three of them and immediately see none of them have any idea what they're doing with technology whatsoever. None of them are decked out in anything fancy besides their weaponry.
Luddite immediately feels at home. It's just like great.
I think the most advanced technology thing is just the fact that Soma's wearing an RCD helmet instead of the internal, like, bone implant that the rest of you have. Besides that, like, they're just wearing normal shit.
Shit. Okay. Whew. I was expecting worse. That's good though. It's good. It's good. You do not blink enough looking at Lex.
I think this will be about the time that their third eye will just open for a moment and then close again.
As the third eye opens, it is now purple. Like, completely purple. No pupil, just a purple, like, expanse.
What the fuck?
I've been imagining that because the top one's closed, it's counting as blinking for the others.
Can I touch it, or are you gonna stop me? Because you're just sitting there. I don't want to touch it. I don't.
Selma pulls your hand as you retract. Someone will try to pull your hand into.
Make
As this
make
really-
contested strength rolls.
Okay, would you like to know their strength? Because this is amazing.
Oh, I know it's bad. Just go ahead.
Yeah, sure, fine. Let's do this. Do this to me. It's fine.
The big buff lady sticking the nerd's finger in the weird eye.
Heck yeah.
So that is 19 reduced to an 18.
I rolled a 17 and I have a +0.
You slipped out just at the last second before you touched the eye. You slip and just stumble back.
Nope. No.
You get
Like,
used to it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You get used to it. But Lex, did you know it's purple now? You should probably look at it. It wasn't purple before. This is new.
It's likely because of our new friend.
Okay. Makes sense.
Wait,
How did blood make your eye purple?
Our
Paige,
numbers are ever
Mm-hmm.
growing.
does the
Yes.
purple, does the shade of purple look familiar?
Give me a knowledge roll.
Okay. That is a 21.
Yeah, looks very familiar. A very familiar question where you keep asking yourself, who the fuck is this guy? Literally the same shade of purple.
Cool. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
So you can get us into the building.
Yep. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. We just gotta pick an entrance. I can get us in there. We
It
got
sounds like we
transpo?
should pick the less occupied one. And then, once we're inside, we can decide if we need to, as you said, guns a-blazing. But perhaps we save that as a secondary option.
I think you're muted.
Oh, she just sighed and said, "Okay, fine." Okay, fine.
If we somehow make it out without starting any fights or anything, Soma, you can kill the last guard you see on the way out, just for the fun of it.
I can promise you that if we're going to steal some stuff, we're gonna start some fight. Like, it's just
I
gonna
know.
happen.
I know. I'm just trying to.
We can keep you in the back, and you don't have to be in the fight because I feel like you're squishy. But yeah,
Do we have transpo? Like, do you have transpo? I got transpo, but do you have transpo?
no. Just wait till you see it. Okay, so listen. She is my baby. She is my taxi. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like it.
That's your fucking taxi
That's
outside?
my fucking taxi.
Your fucking taxi. You gotta
Yeah.
see my fucking baby. You gotta see my
Okay.
fucking baby outside.
Okay,
Can all of
okay. Does
you-
she have a name?
Yeah. I'll tell you. If we live through this job, I'll fucking tell you.
Can all of you roll me a toughness roll, please? As the window shatters, a canister hits the ground, rolls in front of you, and a flashbang goes off.
13.
9.
Okay, 13, 9,
6.
6. Okay, so Soma, the RCD helmet has a built-in feature that blocks flashbangs. I'm going to make that a ongoing feature since you passed your roll. The other three of you completely blind as this flashbang goes off, and you hear a beep in your camera as a voice message by Emily goes off. Shit, we found something in our system that's tracking your guys' location. I've shut it off on my end, but I think they already might be on you. Get out wherever you're at now. And
It's too late!
you hear people running up the stairs. Let's say you're on the top floor of this apartment building on the 5th floor, but you hear people rushing up the stairs, and as you hear that sound, that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Don't kill me again.
I mean, you don't have to fight this time. You have time to get out of this situation. We'll see what happens. But when we come back next session, we will do a little cutaway to see how the Luddite got pulled into this in the first place. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed our first character death in session
wonderful.
2. Love it. Love to
That's
see it. We're going to go around here. Before I do sponsorships and close this out, everyone go ahead and plug your whatever you want to plug, so everyone they can find you. We will go in reverse order because Gus is usually the quickest. Gus, go ahead.
I'll be here next week.
Yeah, you will. Love that. Anastasia.
So I'm Anastasia Rowland on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Threads. You can find me on the Dice Cream Sandwich Twitch channel at noon PSTs as well, playing a lovely little Aarakocra annoying little child. So if you want to spend all of your Sunday with me, that's where you find me. I'm also going to be at PAX U this year, fingers crossed, knock on wood, running demos for Darrington Press, but not confirmed. So, you know, there's things in the works, but you know, we're excited for it. That's me.
Oh yeah. Eddie.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie. You can find me on the socials at Discount Bard, voice artist, actor. You can normally find me on twitch.tv/discountbard weekly, where I do variety content. Also popping on lovely shows like this one, where we get to do fun characters and I get to work with amazing, cool people in the TTRPG space. So always thankful to be able to be a part of that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Let's pass it along.
Okay, and Petra.
Hello, my name is Petra Skelton, and I've had the absolute delight of getting to play at this table with all these wonderful people. I am a game designer and author by trade, so you can find my writing in a number of different places, whether I'm writing Introduction to Tabletop RPG articles over at goonhammer.com, or whether it's short fiction over in a number of different short story anthologies, the most recent of which, Embodied Exegesis, is an anthology exclusively written by trans feminine authors covering cyberpunk. If you're interested in hearing more about that, on October 20th, you'll be able to hear me and 3 other amazing authors read their stories in a live reading and have a panel about transfeminism and cyberpunk genre and exploring those themes. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm around. Happy to be with these wonderful people. Happy to be invited to this table by Paige.
Awesome. And of course, I am Paige, aka Pluto Cleric, across all the social medias. I am a queer trans woman streamer and game master on a quest to run every game in the known universe. Currently projects right now. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central will be our 3rd episode of On the Same Page, Lord Up with Friends, my podcast where I bring my friends on and let them talk about their fixations. Tomorrow's guest is Casper the NB Ghost. It's been in a lot of my games. They are lore dumping about werewolves. I know, very shocking. Casper talking about werewolves, wild.
I don't believe that.
Right? Not at all.
Not a thing.
Other thing this week, Thursday on Eclipse 613 on Twitch is my bi-weekly One Piece 5e homebrew playing, the game that I'm playing in currently. I am a merfolk martial artist, and my character's sister showed up, who and I thought our family all died. I pretty much got my own version of Itachi in this game now, and I love this for me. It's not going to be traumatic at all. Beyond that, that's about all I have right now. Some stuff in the works, but we do have some fun stuff. We have a couple sponsors now for the channel. So our first sponsor, let me see if I remember my commands that I made. One second. I didn't just make these like 2 hours ago. There we go. First sponsor is the Chosen Ones D&D podcast on, I believe, Spotify. The link is in the chat as well. They are a visual novel D&D podcast where they follow 4 Sparts on their quest to find the Chosen Ones. It's been going for quite a while. My friend Cassie GMs it. Definitely something to tune into, so go and give that a listen if you have the chance. As well as my other sponsor here from Homie and the Dude. The Wandering Tavern is a D&D 5e supplement or system agnostic, if you don't use D&D, of a setting that's inspired loosely by Howl's Moving Castle. It is just a giant floating tavern that you can kind of stick into whatever setting you were playing in and use it for anything. If you use my code Pluto Cleric on their site, you can get that or any of their stuff on their site for 10% off. So go check it out. But with that, we will see you guys all next week. We'll see if I kill someone in episode 3. Let's see if I can keep this going, this momentum. You know what I mean? So, but have a good night, everybody.
Later.